let's talk about it. Did you hear that Seattle Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh now holds the record for the most home runs as a catcher in a season in history? That's the kind of guy I want behind the plate if I'm paying him that kind of money. I want Cal Raleigh, and he's making everybody around him better, and he should win the MVP this year.
Cal Raleigh's a stud. He's absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it, like without a doubt. And he's that's the thing. He's running a pitching staff and hitting. That's the value. That's the incredible value. And when they signed him to that contract, they were getting every little goddamn penny out of it. And they're it's an incredible job.
But guess what? At the end of the day, based on the contract that he has and the value that he has, I would actually consider trading Cal Raleigh because I see the value. But knowing the way I like to construct a team, I would never do it. But he is a prime candidate to trade if you like getting people at high value, because I don't think he can keep this up long term. He might be able to keep it up 2-3 more years, but after that, his body's going to have to break down.
Why is his body having to break down?
Because it happens with every catcher.
But like you're just throwing that out there. Like, catchers actually have one of the lowest attrition rates in baseball. That's why I wanted to look it up. And it's by attrition by position. It's one of the lowest positions in baseball.
I am going to break out some numbers next week. We're going to continue this conversation next week, but I do want to focus on Cal Raleigh right now because this is
there's a great article, attrition by position on Baseball Perspectives. How long do players at each position last? This will be a fun one to look at.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't last, but their power doesn't last because what are they
doing?
You're
saying you break down. That's lasting.
But they beat up their legs because they're freaking crouching all day, and you know that your power comes from your lower body, not from the top.
Okay, I'm just saying.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring
saying numbers might not be backing it up. Opinion versus the numbers, and let's look it up. Let's dive in it. This will be a fun little, maybe we do a short on it, whatever. But like a guy like Cal Raleigh, you bring up another conversation that might be interesting. Should the Mariners in the offseason consider trading him, or next year consider trading him? I don't think so. I think he's out there. He's doing his thing. He has become a core member of who the Seattle Mariners are. You want to kill a fan base, like take that, like they are behind him. That's like trading Felix at his peak.
Yeah. If you want to see Carlo jump the wall and beat up somebody on the field, trade Cal Raleigh.
Speaking of Carla, I actually need to message Carla and tell her thank you so much. Carla, you sent me the Ichiro Hall of Fame. I've got it in my background here, and the Ichiro the Funko Pop. Got it. Thank you. I want to make sure I throw it out there. I'm a bad person by not messaging him.
Yes, Carla was nice enough to send us the Funko Pop of the Hall of Fame Ichiro, and she sent us the plaque that they gave out the day after we left Seattle. So that was super nice of her. Carla, we love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let us know what you think. As a Mariners fan, knowing you could get a ton in return, would you ever consider trading Cal Raleigh? I know the answer already. You're not doing it. You would marry him if you could. I would guess.
So at this point too, like, why is Cal Raleigh number 2 in MVP voting? So the MVP odds have him as number 2 behind Aaron Judge. And I jumped all over that today. Like, because one of the things I do on the show is when I make an argument like this, I am going to back it up with my money. So I took my $20 that I had in the rest of my thing, and I put my money on Cal Raleigh for MVP. I have been a staunch supporter of Aaron Judge for MVP all year. There's nothing Aaron Judge has done to lose my vote in him for MVP this year. Aaron Judge has been an incredible MVP and should be the MVP of the league.
However,
but Cal Raleigh has outplayed him. And Cal Raleigh, with what he is, the thing I had always said all year was, Cal Raleigh, there's no way this is going to continue. There's no way. Catcher, first time on this type of stage, the Mariners on this type of like team and that energy. I didn't see it coming. I didn't think it, like, we've seen so many players come in and out of like that home run race. He's at 49 as we are recording this. It is incredible what he's doing, being the catcher, being the message of the team, the energy of the team, the home run derby. I mean, everything is in Cal Raleigh. And whether the Mariners make the playoffs or not, there's no way this dude at this point, if he continues this on any sort of pace, can't be the MVP. And I don't know where the odds are seeing that Aaron Judge now is just that much better when you add in that he's not playing the position anymore because he's been hurt, and you got Aaron and Cal Raleigh on this other level, like being the captain of the team, leading them from a catcher's position, and continuing this and breaking records for the most home runs ever as an everyday catcher. It's insane.
I think Raleigh's going to end up winning the award. I think there's going to be enough people looking at it and saying, hey, he's got to be the guy.
Have to be the guy, right? And so it's so funny to look at the odds. This is great. Like we talk about Ohtani on the show all the time, and Ohtani's at minus 5,000.
Like, so if you want to win $100, all you got to do is put down $5,000 on Ohtani.
Yeah. And it's like Kyle Schwarber is plus 900, Manny Machado is 100-1, Pico Armstrong is 151. I don't know how PCA is still even on this list. Don't know how he's on this list. Like that is, like, put an odds in there and take everybody besides Pico Armstrong at fifth place. I don't see that. But then you still have Aaron Judge at minus 160, and then Cal Raleigh at 135. I know that's not a huge split there, but then you go down to Jose Ramirez and Bo Bichette. I said Dante Bichette. Bo Bichette at 100-1 to each. Like, I know there's not a huge difference there between Cal and Aaron. I just don't know where the Vegas odds or ESPN odds are seeing this. I don't know. I know it's got a lot of really smart people that are doing this and looking at this, but like, are they just drinking their own sauce now? Like, is this Shedeur Sanders where are they pushing Aaron Judge so hard on this? But sports bettors don't do that. They just see it for what it is. So I don't see a world right now if Aaron Judge just continues what he does and Cal Raleigh just continues what he's doing, and there's no real influx of anything. Like the Mariners don't make this like 15-game run where they're just kicking everybody's ass and running into the playoffs, or the Yankees do the same thing, but they've both just make the playoffs or don't, whatever, just right there. If everything's even, Cal Raleigh right now at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you like? I mean, do you see a road that Aaron Judge gets this?
I can't. I mean, here's the thing. I can, because we have about 30 games left. If Judge goes on one of those streaks where he hits, 10 home runs in 30 games and Cal Raleigh goes ice cold and the Yankees somehow get back into first place, yeah, I can see it. But
that's ties the home runs. So I said 49. Cal's at 50. And compared to 40, right? RBIs, Cal has a 14 RBI lead. Like runs, let's go to runs. Runs, Aaron Judge is killing them on runs. So up by 25 almost, or 25. OPS, I mean, Aaron Judge is killing them, right? Because but he's also got the doubles because he's just a faster guy and a catcher and stuff like that. But it's the catcher. It's the position. It's like you've never seen this. This is historic. Like, we talk about historic seasons. Aaron Judge had a historic season last year. Ohtani had a historic season last year. You're talking about what's his name with the Braves? Acuna had a historic season when he went 40-40. Like, historic things mean something in this game.
Yes.
And Cal Raleigh is having a historic season as a catcher. I get the 250 average isn't going to blow you away, and that's really I think a lot more of the difference maker is that, like, the normal at bat isn't a base hit for Cal Raleigh. He's not on base, where Judge is on base every single time, and an entire offense is based around Judge. But you take Cal Raleigh out of this team, the Mariners are nowhere. Even
say the same thing for the Yankees, though,
without a doubt. But like, but you're nowhere on two levels. I'm just now like again, I have been an Aaron Judge fighter. This isn't Aaron Judge losing anything. Aaron Judge is still having an incredible year. But Cal Raleigh is winning this damn thing like every day he plays. And when we went up to Seattle, we saw that crowd, and like it's a beast.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going crazy out in Seattle. And I said I had never been at Citi Field having energy like that we did on a random Saturday night. Granted, it wasn't random. It was Ichiro's retirement. But still, it wasn't a playoff game. It wasn't against, their rival. It was against the Rays. It was the Rays.
And no one ever goes out to the Rays game. I've been in Yankee Stadium and I haven't felt that energy before. And so that's a special thing. And I guarantee you go to the Bronx right now, you don't have that type of positive energy and that excitement for a team, but yet they keep freaking crushing like the way he's playing. And it's crazy. Like this team might not make the playoffs. Again, a lot of things would have to happen, but they're a game behind the Yankees. Like, what if we catch the Yankees? And they're 2.5 back behind the Red Sox, or a game and a half behind the Red Sox. They're right there.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to ask you though, does this one season put Cal Raleigh, obviously it's a record-breaking season, does this put him, it's not going to put him in the upper pantheon of catchers, however, this season does put him over there. Where does this season rank in your mind among catchers? Like, is this as good as Piazza's seasons? I personally don't think so because of the high batting average. Where do you put him in the grand scheme of catchers? I mean, to me, this is way better than the season that Joe Mauer had, which basically got him $210 million for no reason.
All right, so we get a couple. That's a great question. Obviously, the '97 Piazza season, where he hit 362 with 40. I mean, that's like, I mean, come on.
You can hit 55, Cal. You're not better than that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely like asinine in that thing. He had an 8.7 WAR though, and that would be an interesting thing to look at where Cal is right now. Do you know where Cal is on WAR?
Look it up real quick.
Well, Cal's at a 5.7, so that's interesting. Like he's not going to catch him on the WAR.
No.
There's a couple other ones like Buster Posey had a year we had a 9.8 WAR. Johnny Bench had a year at a 9.2 WAR. And again, those guys were renowned for being both sides, right? Johnny Bench especially being both sides, like offense and the greatest, probably the greatest defensive catcher of all time, maybe Yachty and him. And then Buster Posey's right there too, and being like a captain of captains and three-time World Series champion, everything that goes along with that. So there's a lot of really incredible years. Like Gary Carter had some great years. Obviously, we get back into like the Josh Gibson conversation like that. There's gonna be a whole nother contingent of people fighting for that, which I don't doubt like what he could have done in the big leagues. But I think if he keeps going and if they will themselves in the playoffs and they start winning something and make like he has to be in a conversation. It's also looking at the game today, like a 250 average is pretty decent today. It's changed, right? Like the game has changed how we look at average, but you still got to look at an OPS of a 950 and go like a hot god damn. Like second best in the AL.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yeah, third in the league in OPS, and that's out of the catching position. Like,
would you rather have, I'm not going to say overall, but their offense, would you rather have Cal Raleigh at his best or Salvi Perez at his best?
Right now, Cal Raleigh. What he's doing right now.
No, I'm talking at their peak. You would rather have this Cal Raleigh over.
You only brought up offense.
Yes.
This Cal Raleigh's offense is like, again, he has the most home runs all time as an everyday catcher. Like that is the offense.
The reason I bring it up is because Sal Perez had a 48 home run, 121 year with a 5.3 WAR in his career at one point.
Yeah, and so he's already passed the WAR, right? And he's got, again, he's passed the home runs, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. And then I'm sure Salvi's average was higher too.
273 that year.
We have a month and 10 days or whatever, a month and 6 days to play. Like these numbers aren't going down, and he's going to
Right.
be over 100 RBI. He's going to be at 120, 130 RBIs by the end of it.
Yeah. And this is the reason why he has to win the MVP, because you can't find many catchers who have a better season than this. So you have to reward it somehow. You can't just give Judge the award because it's Aaron Judge. I don't believe that you should do that just for Shohei Ohtani.
The dude's leading in RBIs and home runs. Like he's second, he's third in OPS. Like whatever we want to give as like a triple crown thing. Like he's like a new triple crown. He's not far off. And like he's right there. He's leading in, like, I know RBIs isn't like the new triple crown thing, but like however we want to look at it, like he's pretty close to, like, I mean, like he's right there, second in slugging, third in OPS, first in home runs. What do we want to talk about here? Like he's doing it.
There's going to be some black on those marks next year. You're going to look at his baseball.
Oh yeah, there's his page, 100%.
Yeah, there's going to be some black.